Guys, this is Jackson95. Today I'm not going to be reviewing anything, I'm just going to be explaining the delay of content that's been not added to my channel. So, it goes all the way back to November, a week before Thanksgiving. My mother had bacterial meningitis, and she died 3 times from it and went through hell, but she was able to recover, and now she's back at my home, bed resting. And just a week ago, she had 3 seizures and a stroke. So it's been quite a shitty journey lately, and it's been a huge delay because I have to take care of my mother. And that requires me to stay up all night till 7 in the morning, and then my father or somebody else will come in and help because I have to check and make sure my mom doesn't have any seizures throughout the night. And my sister just came back from the Marines, and she's here for 9 days. So I've just been very busy, and I haven't been like lazy or anything. It's just been quite hectic, quite stressful, and just not really a good period for me to just be filming and lollygagging. In fact, my Barney review was recorded about 3 weeks prior to my mom even having that incident, and I just finished it, so that's why I've been kind of busy, and I'm sorry. And that's why it came out late. So I hope you guys just understand that, because I'm not lollygagging or anything like that. I am taking this channel pretty seriously. I've noticed that my subscribers are going up, and it's cool. So I'm enjoying that, and thank y'all for subscribing, by the way. And I haven't really had any time to really say thank y'all, so that's another thing too. Just thank y'all for being patient, to those who are currently subscribed to me, and for all of you who are new. This is a video to help explain my dilemma, and so I have good news though. My mom is recovering, and she's doing good, and she's making a pretty good recovery. She's able to move her right side, and we've gotten her on a wheelchair a couple of times, but she's just not quite there yet. But things are a lot more like slow-paced and back in schedule, so now I can have a chance to record and make some videos. And also, while things have been happening, I have been able to acquire some new games throughout my absence. And as you can tell behind me, I have collected quite a handful of games compared to my last shelf, if you can see on my Barney review. In fact, why not? I'll let you guys take a look. Let's see here. Okay. So, as you guys can see, I have collected every single Sashin game complete in box, including the 67th Padalon Guy. And as you can see, I've collected a bunch of more complete in box games, some pretty rare ones like Power Blade 2, Dragon Fighter, Kid Clown, Caltron 6 and 1, and all kinds of others. And there's even more. I got some Gluck games, there's a Brazilian game. I've also gotten a lot of more rare games. There's a Flintstones, a Little Samson, a Zelda test cartridge, Bonk, Zombie Nation, Bubble Bobble 2, Snow Brothers, Wacky Races, yada yada yada, the list goes on. And while that's happening, I've also gotten even more complete in box games. There's a sealed Tetris, there's all 3 Contra games, you know, there's the other Power Blade game, there's a Brazilian game right here called Crime Busters, it's a Zapper game. Cool. And then, let's go down here. So yeah, I've completed even more of my expensive NES games out of the way and gotten some complete in box ones too. I've gotten a few HES games such as Chiller. It's a pretty hard one to find. Little Red Hood's back in my collection. I found this little weirdo. This is a Spica or whatever game. It's a Supervision game, and it's Jenny. It's like the Japanese Barbie game. And I have even more games right here, and more complete in box games. I have completed my Bible games complete in box, and I've completed my Color Dreams games complete in box. As you can see, I've acquired even more licensed games and unlicensed, and down here as well. And I've even managed to get a few Super Nintendo games, but that's not my prime collection at the moment. So yeah, that's what I got at this moment. You could definitely say we have enough content to review some shitty games and whatnot for a while, which is good. So, let me put this back here. Okay, so now that things are back in place and back in schedule, and a lot more games to my collection, things are going to be going really good. In fact, stupid thing. In fact, as you're watching this video, I am currently doing another review, and it's gonna be a pretty shitty game, like usual. But I am gonna be adding something new to the end of this video, or I'm sorry, the end of my next review. I'm gonna do a game wheel, and the game wheel is going to be just like, I have a list of like every game that I want to review, and I'll just like pick out certain ones that go to my season of my YouTube channel for this current one, and I'll just spin it around, and I get to pick one of those games in order. Now the only thing is that I'm not gonna, the last 2 games of my season are going to be out of there, because those are going to be like shit and then the worst. That's the whole point. Like, we highlight the season finale as a fucking garbage piece of shit, you know? Anyways, I digress. The point is, though, is that I'm sorry that I've been so busy lately, but you guys heard my explanation, and I think it's understandable why I've been gone so long, and I hope y'all do understand that. So stay tuned and get ready for some more videos. And also, if you guys have any more recommendations for me to review any games, I'm definitely down to listen to that. You guys can just comment that, and I don't even care. I got all kinds of games, you know? And I'm starting to build my Sega Master System collection as well. I'm almost done with my NES. I have basically every game that's worth over $100 done. So that's out of the way. And now I can focus on like Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, and maybe a little bit more Atari. Because, to be honest, my problem with Atari is that, yes, their games, there are classics on there. It's a memorable system. It's pretty cool and whatnot. But the problem is that these games are just not. How do I put it? They're just not. People. It just doesn't have the highest demographic of people to watch compared to like the NES or Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64, because the graphics are just shit and the gameplay is like 30 seconds to 2 minutes. You know, so it's understandable why people don't really care about that console anymore. I'm not saying like that. I mean, like, it's just understandable how people don't want to really watch that. But I'm gonna do a few, you know. So that's what's happening at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty free to do a lot of videos right now. I've got school coming up, and I might have a few more delays, like you know, like more doctor appointments and stuff like that, etc. But I should be getting back on schedule, and I should be making some reviews pretty fast. And I will also be adding more additions to my channel. Like, you know, I always get comments that I'm an angry video game nerd knockoff, and yeah, I understand. That was just a gag that my friends wanted me to do, and I kind of stuck to it ever since. I didn't care. But like, I do want to add more though. Like, I don't want to just review retro games and then yell at them. I also want to do like playthroughs of like retro games. I also want to do movie reviews, you know, and I have a lot of other stuff written down. So don't expect this channel to be just like an angry video game nerd knockoff and that's it. I do want to broaden it and make it a little bit more creative than what it should be already, you know. My only purpose of making this channel to begin with was just for friends. They just liked how I yelled at games and talked shit, and then I just kind of made a channel and looked like a fucking idiot, and people liked it. My friends enjoyed it, and then I noticed that more and more people were subscribing, so I was like, whatever. So that's cool. And now here I am. So, and honestly, it means a lot. Like, it's cool that I'm getting a bigger group of people to come watch my channel and enjoy my content and whatnot, because I've been getting more positive feedback than compared to what I was in the past, because, I don't know, like I said, I was just severely overacting and also just going nowhere with my reviews sometimes. I would talk and ramble on too much, kind of like this video, but I digress. It's just, you know, all in all, I'm back, and I'm going to be doing more reviews, and I'm going to be doing a lot more content to this channel. So don't think that I'm done reviewing shitty games. To be honest, it's almost like my prime thing to do for this channel because I love shit talking, but I will add a lot more stuff. I do want to include movie reviews, you know, like shitty movie reviews, good movie reviews. I'm also going to be doing something called Friday Game of the Week, and I'm going to try and keep a schedule of just putting a game every Friday that I personally enjoy out of my collection and recommend them for y'all. And then I want to do skits and whatnot. I have some of the descriptions in my channel, like my about, but I haven't done them yet, but I really want to. But just understand that when it comes to reviewing so many games, it is expensive because this is an incredibly expensive hobby that requires a lot of money, which my broke ass does not really have. I've been getting lucky with some games, but not really all. But it's expensive, it's time consuming, and it's multiple consoles. That's the problem. Like, I basically just finished my NES collection. The rest of the games I have are like $40 under, which isn't terrible. And then after that I have Super Nintendo, and of course they have expensive shit, just like the Genesis, just like the Sega Master System, and all that other crap. So, and Atari I'm not even going to touch with because some of those games are thousands and thousands of dollars. So that's just like a fuck no for now until I have like a full job and I'm still doing this channel. Other than that, yeah, I also am going to be doing some plug-and-play reviews. I've been collecting I have about 5 plug-and-play games at this moment, and I kind of am interested in it because it is nostalgic to me because I did grow up playing like a few plug-and-play games, like some Star Wars and that Namco library bullshit and whatnot, you know? So, it is part of my childhood, and I have found some really shitty, unlicensed plug-and-play games, and it's awesome. So I'm gonna review that, and we're gonna go through hell. Also, I do have an update about another thing. My friend PJ, that skinny, curly-haired guy, who you've seen me, he's in my intro, you see me punch him in the face, he's in my NES Kids game review, part 1 and 2. I've talked to him, and he also wants to make his own channel. So what we're going to do is that maybe in the future this channel's not going to be called Jackson95. We're probably going to think of something unique so that I can bring him in there. He's even going through more of a struggling time to get a channel going. And that's why the last time you saw him was like 2014 or something like that. A really long time ago. And he hasn't clearly done anything since, but he's getting there. It takes time, and things will be, and he'll catch up, and we'll eventually bring him in this channel, and he's gonna help make a lot of funny shit because he's a creative, funny dude. And it's good because it broadens our channel more, you know, just so people can get a wide variety. Like when I'm doing NES games, I do want to review obscure games. That's why I have Sashin, that's why I have Gluck, Brazilian games, and all that other crap, you know. And some of my reviews already, you haven't really seen many other big game reviewers do, like Moon Ranger and whatnot. I'd like to get those in there. It's cool to get like the smaller, lesser known shitty gems in there, and then he can come in with superheroes and modern modern consoles as well, and do some retro as well, because he's a huge superhero geek and he knows a lot more about that shit than me, which is why you haven't seen me touch a superhero game yet, because he knows the source material more than me, which is just good. It's just good to have him on there. What else? I can't really think of much at this moment. Like I said, I basically got everything down. My mom's been terribly sick, and also I'm gonna be posting more videos. I have a lot more games in my collection, so things will be good now. Oh, also, I'm gonna be posting a collection video. If y'all want to see my collection, I'll gladly post a collection video. Some of my complete in box games, my Sasha games, my rare cards that you see right there and whatnot, you know. So just, you guys can ask anything, and I'm gonna guarantee give you an answer. Sorry. So, other than that, guys, yeah, that's basically it. Stay tuned to my channel. There's going to be more reviews coming. There's going to be a lot more content added to this channel. PJ's going to be coming in. I don't know when, but soon. He's also going to be help expanding this channel as well. I'm not going to change the name of my channel until he is like confirmed with this group for sure. Oh, and Matt and Conrad, the guy that you saw from my American Video Entertainment Clone Games review, those two guys will probably show up every now and then too. So I'm not particularly wanting to be like the sole person of this entire channel. I would like to expand it into a larger group so that we can just have more content and more things so that all kinds of people can enjoy both retro and modern gaming, you know? Because, you know, I mean, not everybody plays NES and whatnot. People still focus on like the Wii, the Switch, and the Xbox One, PS4 and whatnot, so there you go. And I'm also going to be buying some arcade cabinets soon. I have found about 6 arcade cabinets that have for games that I am particularly looking to review because they're both good and bad. So I say it's worth it. Okay guys, that'll basically do it. If you're brand new to this channel, go ahead and check out my videos, and real soon you're going to be seeing another review of a particularly very shitty game. And to all my old subscribers, thank you for staying on this channel. It really does mean a lot, honestly. I mean, I'm glad that y'all are understanding and just being patient with me. And I'm really sorry about that. I should have made something earlier, but I just got caught up with so much crap, and I'm really sorry. But really, thank you guys for sticking around, and to my new subscribers, welcome. And I hope that y'all enjoy the next content that's coming up soon. So, this is Action Jackson signing off. Y'all have a fantastic day.